Dynamic duos in professional basketball can become legends in their own right. However, no matter how much of a powerhouse the pair when combined, they just fall short of achieving a ring together. In this video, we give you 10 iconic duos that never won a championship together. Some of the pairs in our list have been popular icons, so if you want to know who they are, make sure to continue watching the video till the end. At number 10, we have Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady. In 2004, then NBA sophomore Yao Ming managed to end a 6-season playoff drought in Houston, defying the predicted failure many analysts imposed on the Great Wall. Later that summer, the Rockets acquired two-time scoring champion Tracy McGrady from the Orlando Magic, and one of the greatest inside-out duos in the league was born. In their first season together, Yao and McGrady averaged 18.3 points and 25.7 points respectively. Unfortunately, from the 2005 to 2006 season until McGrady was traded to the New York Knicks on February 18, 2010, the two rarely shared the floor due to Yao's frequent foot injuries and McGrady's back problems. They never managed to win even a playoff series together. At number 9, we have Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. The Los Angeles Clippers teams of the early 2010s already seemed to be getting lost in the grand scheme of NBA history. Many pundits expected the Clippers to have the rise that the Golden State Warriors eventually achieved in 2015. Chris Paul and Blake Griffin made the Clippers arguably the most exciting team in the league with highlight plays and a tremendous supporting roster. However, they fell just short to teams like Golden State, Oklahoma City, and Houston to cause their demise after one too many postseason failures. Coming in at number 8, we have Steve Nash and Amare Stoudemire. The Phoenix Suns fans still relish the moments that Nash and Amare brought to the city. Nash was a two-time reigning MVP, and Amare Stoudemire was one of the best power forwards in the league. Nash to Amare in the pick and roll resulted in a bucket either via a slam dunk, a soft finish around the rim, or a mid-range jumper. This duo was completely unstoppable on offense, and head coach Mike D'Antoni did an excellent job with perfecting the offense. The Phoenix team was excellent, and they probably should have made it at least one NBA Finals, but they ran into a San Antonio Spurs dynasty and later the Lakers dynasty led by Kobe Bryant. Nash and Amare were extremely exciting to watch, but they never quite managed to win together. At number 7, we have Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson. Iverson was not the MVP version of himself when he joined Denver. He was still a dominant scorer, and he teamed up with a prime and dominant Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo was at his best when Allen Iverson joined him, and Denver's offense with Carmelo and AI would be too much to handle for almost any team. But they never managed to make an NBA Finals, and the Nuggets got bounced in the first round every time. Iverson was not a true point guard, and it seemed like the duo didn't really click together on the floor. The amount of hype these two playing together managed to generate for the Nuggets qualifies them as great. At number 6, we have Payton and Shawn Kemp. Payton is arguably the best defensive point guard ever, who won a Defensive Player of the Year award in 1996, and also the main force behind the Supersonics' 1996 NBA Finals appearance. Kemp was a beast as an alley-oop partner, using a mix of raw force and athleticism to flush the ball down with authority. He also commanded the post and was a good scorer inside. Sadly, Payton and Kemp were not able to get past the Chicago Bulls in the finals, and they missed out on winning a ring together. Payton and Kemp were the twilight years for Seattle, who ultimately lost their franchise to Oklahoma City. Still, they will be known as one of the duos to have never won an NBA title together. At number 5, we have Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal. A young Shaquille O'Neal and a prime Penny Hardaway would result in an NBA championship on most occasions, but they ran into a hell-bent Houston Rockets team led by Hakeem Olajuwon in the 1995 Finals. The Magic were swept, and they weren't able to win an NBA championship together. Still, Orlando's greatest moments were led by a completely dominant Shaquille O'Neal and an ultra-skilled Penny Hardaway. The Dwight Howard-led Orlando Magic era was very good, but the one led by Shaq and Penny was the best. Orlando had an amazing little man-big man duo, but they were also unlucky to not win an NBA title together. It took Shaq joining Los Angeles and teaming up with Kobe Bryant to finally win an NBA title. At number 4, we have Karl Malone and John Stockton. the Utah Jazz found their perfect duo when John Stockton and Karl Malone showed superb chemistry together. Stockton was the best passing point guard in the league, and Malone was the most reliable scorer. Both men complemented each other's game enough to become consistent all-stars and two-time Western Conference champions. Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls stopped Utah in the NBA Finals twice as the Jazz fell short in 6 games. Malone and Stockton had the best lengthy run together that did not result in a championship parade. At number 3, we have Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. In the 2012 playoffs, the Thunder arrived, as they swept the defending champion Mavs in the first, Kobe's Lakers in the Western semis, and ripped off 4 straight victories over the Spurs in the Western Finals. Facing Miami in the finals, the Thunder stole Game 1, only to fall in 5 games to LeBron's Heat. That series lives on as the prelude to Oklahoma City's dynasty-ending trade of James Harden, as the Thunder sent its third banana to Houston weeks before the start of the 2012-2013 season. Still, by possessing the second best player, Durant and a top 10 guy, Westbrook under contract for 4 more years, multiple titles were seemingly inevitable. On paper, there was no denying that, but championship windows are never as open as they appear. Not even for a duo with as much promise as KD and Russ. At number 2 on our list, we have Jerry West and Elgin Baylor. West is the NBA's logo and arguably the 3rd best shooting guard to ever have played the game. Baylor has the 3rd highest points per game average in NBA history with a career 27.4 points per game average, and is recognized as one of the all-time great players that never won an MVP or an NBA title. Together, they lost 7 NBA Finals from 1961 to 1970. Although West and the Lakers won an NBA championship the same season Baylor retired, Baylor and West never won one together, an unfortunate fact for an unbelievably great duo. And for our top spot on the list, we have Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway. Many remember Alonzo for being a shot blocker and defensive monster, though he was a fantastic scorer in his prime. Mourning averaged a career-high 23.2 points per game in 1995, and a year later, the Heat acquired sensational point guard Tim Hardaway. The duo led the Heat to the Eastern Conference Finals, but fell short to the Chicago Bulls in 5 games. Mourning is a Hall of Famer, while Hardaway was a 5-time All-Star and one of the most exciting point guards ever. Both players are icons for the game, but they never managed to win an NBA title together. Make sure to keep posted with our videos to keep yourselves updated with your favorite stars' whereabouts. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more.